Hi everyone, back here for another video. I'm trying out a setup that I've been looking forward to. It's an ergonomic desk setup that I can use with my iPad and this YouTube channel, and for my day job as well. So here's what I currently have. The start of the setup is my iPad Pro with the M2 chip. I use my iPad Pro for all personal stuff I need a device for, and also for this YouTube channel. When I'm on my desk, I put my iPad Pro on this stand. This is the Kuxiu iPad Pro stand, and using this not only makes my setup look nice, but also helps my body, particularly my neck and my back. And I can put it in many positions. Normally, my iPad is right next to my monitor, putting it in a perfect position when working and when I use Stage Manager. Once connected to the monitor, I can adjust the display settings to put the iPad display on the left of the monitor. Or I can adjust the settings again if I want the iPad under the monitor. I can also adjust the iPad Pro stand into a writing position when I need to write. This stand is clamped on my standing desk, and I got this from a local brand here in Bangkok, and the size is 120 by 60 cm. And I can set 4 different heights through this panel, but I normally just use 2. One for standing and the other for sitting. And I'm really glad to have this desk because I can stand for a few hours while working, which helps in my posture and also helps me keep awake during long meetings. On my desk, I have a desk pad that's from Orbitkey, an ergonomic mouse, and a split keyboard. This split keyboard is from Nocfree, and they sent this out to me for review. At first look, since it's a split keyboard, I thought it would be hard to type on, but to be honest, it's not that hard. But what takes getting used to is the way my mouse is quite far from my usual reach. Also, typing on this very silent switches is not what I'm used to. This is because of me mainly, as I chose these switches myself. Lastly, to do Alt-Tab or Command+Tab to switch apps needs getting used to because of the placement of the function key here. In normal keyboards, the right key beside the space bar is the Alt or Command key, but not for this keyboard. Anyway, here's a typing sound test, and let me know if you can hear anything on these very silent switches. This keyboard can be used wired or wireless. In wireless mode, I need to use the USB receiver. It does not connect by Bluetooth to my devices. Then I have to turn on the switches on both the keyboards, and that's it. I can now use it. For wired mode, there will be a lot of wires. First, make sure to turn off this switch at the bottom of the keyboards before you connect the wires, right? So first, connect this short cable, which is a USB mini cable. These are needed to make the connection on the split keyboards. Then here's another cable, which is a USB-C to USB-A that I will connect on the other side of the keyboard. And I can connect this USB-A to my adapter, or I can use the USB-A to C adapter that Nocfree has provided, and this I can directly plug into my iPad. I have here the keyboard with the RGB lights, and the RGB lights can only be used in wired mode. To turn on or off the lights, I have to press function key first, then the tab, in this specific order. To change the styles or colors and brightness, here's the different shortcuts. I won't change my settings as there are tons of options, and it will take me a while to find these colors and settings that is my own preference. They also have the keyboard without the RGB lights, and that is $20 cheaper. Nocfree also sent over the wooden wrist rest, and this wrist rest at least for me, is necessary. I don't think I can stand typing on this for long hours without the wrist rest. Or maybe I'm just not used to this yet, because for my other high-profile keyboards with the standard layout, I don't use a wrist rest. Anyway, you can find more information about this keyboard in Nocfree's website. As for the mouse, this is the Deluxe Mini, and I bought this myself through Lazada here in Thailand. It's a silent mouse and with the side buttons, and it's also rechargeable, and I can use it while charging. It works okay with the iPad. The scrolling is not so smooth, which is expected for non-Apple mouse. But this works very well with my Windows laptop. On my iPad, I turned off natural scrolling in the trackpad and mouse settings, just so the scrolling is like using it on a computer. If you want to know more about how I use my iPad Pro with my monitor, watch the video linked in the description below. So that is my experimental ergonomic desk setup for my iPad. Product links are in the video description, and that's it. Thanks for watching.